Fog Racing back again, guys, and the Belgian Grand Prix sprint knockout quality, whatever you want to call it, is in the books. And that little guy, that little bastard, Max Verstappen ruined it for us, didn't? I know I don't get right. It seems like every qualifying session this season has been affected by weather, and see every time it seems like Verstappen is the last one to cross the line. And in these conditions, folks, that is absolutely crucial. Now, what I will say is, I think Leclerc would have been on pole if he didn't touch that wet patch, but at the same time, he did. But before we get to that, I'll talk about Q1, SQ1, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean, the usual customers go in this. I mean, there's nothing really mental to say about it. We go into Q2. The track is getting drier, but I think it was far too early from Aston Martin to throw, especially a set of mediums on, which again, it wasn't really their fault because due to the rules that the FIA didn't declare it a wet track, which meant they had to abide by the dry track rules, which was means Q1 and Q3, or no, Q1 and Q2 had been medium. So they had to put a set of mediums on. Either way, there's like, in F1, there is like nothing better than watching a car on dry tyres find its way on like a dry track, but you just knew that Lance Stroll was going to smash into the wall. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when, and you knew as soon as that track got a wee bit wet, especially in the slow speed, he would just go off, and that's exactly what happened, guys. He touched it and he tried to correct it and he went in the wall. Like, I'm not saying, if this was anyone else, they wouldn't have went off, but I just feel like with the likes of like Hamilton, Alonso, Verstappen, I think they would have kept this at the wall. Like we seen yesterday, Ocon actually did a pretty good job of keeping it at the wall. He did hit the wall at the end of the day, but he didn't exactly have a tire, and this knocked out both Williamses and both Aston Martin. So we're looking quite good in the wet conditions. So both Alpines though had a decent enough Friday, so to speak, because guess what, guys? They laid the smackdown, and at the same time, for the sprint, this was your order finishing. So Verstappen, like I said, last across the line. Piastri looked like he was going to do it. You just knew Max was going to pull it out the bag, though, didn't you? Sainz third, Leclerc fourth. Leclerc will be kicking themselves, but I think third and fourth for Ferrari's pretty good. Norris, not the best weekend for Norris. Expected better from him, to be honest. Gasly, pretty good for Alpine. Hamilton seventh. Mercedes, Kansas, thereabouts, aren't they? Perez eighth. He's fucking atrocious, man. Sergio Perez is washed. I want him out the team. Like I said before, I was biggest advocate for him, but no. Ocon ninth, and then George Russell, who locked up at turn one and blocked Hamilton and caused both Mercedes to improve. Damn. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below. That is it here for the sprint quality thing. We'll be back later for the sprint race. It should be interesting if it's mixed conditions, but if it's dry, Max is winning it all day long.